What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Tuesday, May 23rd, 2017, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Breaking news overnight, an explosion struck at an Ariana Grande concert in northern England late Monday, killing at least 19 people and injuring dozens, and what police say they are treating it as a terrorist attack. Greater Manchester police said 19 were confirmed dead and roughly 50 were injured by the explosion at Manchester Arena. Emergency vehicles were helping the injured and bomb disposal units were later seen outside the venue. Manchester police say they are working with national police intel agencies to investigate the concert explosion. There was mass panic after the explosion at the end of the concert, which was part of Grande's The Dangerous Woman tour. The singer was not injured, according to a representative. Britain's terrorist threat level had been set as severe in recent years, indicating an attack is highly likely. Police said that the explosion is being judged as a terrorist attack unless new information proves otherwise. Grande responded to the incident tweeting, "Broken from the bottom of my heart, I am so sorry, I don't have words." Witnesses reported hearing two loud bangs coming from near the arena's bar at around 10:35 p.m., but there were few further details. Concert-goer Majid Khan, 22, told Britain's Press Association, "A huge bomb-like bang went off that hugely panicked everyone, and we were all trying to flee the arena. It was one bang, and essentially everyone from the other side of the arena where the bang was heard from suddenly came running towards us as they were trying to exit." Added Oliver Jones, 17, "The bang echoed around the floor of the arena, and people started to run. Video from inside the arena showed concert-goers screaming as they made their way out amid a sea of pink balloons." British Prime Minister Theresa May said that the government is working to establish, quote, "the full details of what is being treated by the police as an appalling terrorist attack." She says her thoughts are with the victims and the families of those who have been affected. The government is expected to call an emergency cabinet meeting. If the incident is confirmed as a terrorist attack, it will be the most deadly in Britain since the London subway bombings in 2005. Police advised the public to avoid the area around the Manchester Arena, and the train station near the arena, Victoria Station, was evacuated and all trains were cancelled. Joseph Carrozza, the representative for Grande's U.S. record label, said that the singer is okay and they are investigating what happened. The Department of Homeland Security says there is no evidence of credible threats against music venues in the U.S. The department also says the U.S. public may experience increased security in and around public places and events. The Department of Homeland Security says it's closely monitoring the situation in Manchester Arena and working with UK officials to obtain additional information about the cause of the explosion. The government is urging U.S. citizens in Manchester to heed directions from local authorities and be vigilant about their security. Frantic loved ones of young people missing have taken to Twitter and Instagram with their photos and pleas for help. Many Manchester residents responded early Tuesday with offers of shelter and details on locations where displaced concertgoers had been taken in. Fellow stars offered condolences as well. Taylor Swift tweeted, "My thoughts, prayers, and tears for all those affected by the Manchester tragedy tonight. I'm sending all my love." Ellie Goulding, Cher, and Katy Perry were among others to tweet their support. The Dangerous Woman tour is the third concert tour by Grande to support her third studio album, Dangerous Woman. The tour began on February 3rd in Phoenix, Arizona at the Talking Sticks Resort Arena. From Manchester, the tour is to move through Europe, including Belgium, Poland, Germany, Switzerland, and France, through the summer with stops in Brazil, Chile, Argentina, Costa Rica, Mexico, and on to Japan, Thailand, the Philippines, New Zealand, Australia, and more. Live Nation, Manchester Arena, and the British Transport Police have all issued statements after explosions killed at least 19 people and injured 50 at Manchester Arena following an Ariana Grande concert on Monday night. Live Nation, the concert's promoter, said in a statement, "We are deeply saddened by this senseless tragedy, and our hearts and thoughts are with those impacted by this devastating incident." The Manchester Arena confirmed the incident on Facebook and stated it occurred outside the venue in public spaces. The UK's National Railway Police Force, the British Transport Police, also issued a statement noting reports of an explosion within the Foyer Arena area of the stadium, and that no trains or trams are running for the adjacent Manchester Victoria station. The statement read, "Officers at the Manchester Arena following reports of an explosion within the foyer area of the stadium at 10:30 p.m. this evening. Emergency services are at the scene, and we're working to establish more information regarding the explosion and will provide further updates as soon as possible. Please avoid the area which emergency services continues to respond to this incident. No trains or trams are running from Manchester's Victoria Station." Nicole Kidman dazzled on the red carpet Monday. The 49-year-old Australian actress stunned while promoting Ms. Amour's de Surf Secret, the killing of a sacred deer, one of her 4 movies competing at the 2017 Cannes International Film Festival in Cannes, France. Kidman wore an embellished green Dior dress to a full photo call for the film, which co-stars Colin Farrell and Barry Cohen. The movie is directed by Yorgos Lanthimos, who previously worked with Farrell on The Lobster. Kidman told reporters at the press conference, according to Vanity Fair, "To have 4 projects here is sort of a confluence of events. It's not something I was aware would happen." She explained, "I'm just trying to stay very bold and open and try things and support filmmakers that I believe in. I am at that point in my life where I'm trying to act as though I am 21 and starting my career." Kidman also stars in the Jane Campion series Top of the Lake, the Sofia Coppola drama The Beguiled, and the John Cameron Mitchell romantic comedy How to Talk to Girls at Parties, which will all screen at Cannes. The actress said, "I've worked a lot. I don't have to work. I work because it is still my passion. It is still the way in which I express myself." The Killing of a Sacred Deer opens in theaters November 3rd. Pamela Anderson surprised fans by wearing an understated look on the red carpet Saturday. The 49-year-old actress traded sexy for sophisticating at the 2017 Cannes International Film Festival premiere of 120 battements par minute, 100 beats per minute, in Cannes, France. Anderson turned heads in an elegant Vivienne Westwood gown with the Rauch boat eyes and a short train. She completed her glamour but demure look with a slick back hair and minimal makeup. One Twitter user wrote, "I'm super proud of her transition to less makeup and maturity on her recent style choices." Another added, "Wow, Pamela Anderson looks so different, still beautiful though." Anderson said in an interview with W Magazine in 2016 that she isn't daunted by getting older or trying new looks. The star said, "I'm actually like aging. I have greater older female role models in my life, including my amazing mom who have glitz, glamour, and all sorts of fun. Getting older isn't the end. I know I have so much to look forward to." She also added, "I like to try different looks. If I'm doing a photo shoot, for example, I like to play with the artist's interpretation of me. I'll try anything. I'm not one of those people who always has to look a certain way." Anderson will next appear in the new Baywatch movie starring Dwayne Johnson and Zac Efron. Meanwhile, Kristen Stewart skirted the 2017 Cannes International Film Festival dress code Saturday with an edgy look. The 27-year-old actress wore a suspended skirt and a bandeau top to the premiere of 120 battements per minute, 100 beats per minute, after discussing the festival's strict dress code with The Hollywood Reporter. Stewart said, "There's definitely a distinct dress code, right? People get very upset if you don't wear heels, but I feel that you can't ask people that anymore. It's just a given. If you're not asking guys to wear heels and a dress, you cannot ask me either." She added, "Even 4 years ago, it was not even a question. You have to wear a dress, but now it's awesome. You can't do that anymore." Stewart stood out from the attendees in more traditional gowns, including Pamela Anderson in the glamorous Vivienne Westwood dress. She also turned heads with her platinum blonde buzz cut, which she debuted in March. The star explained on March 9th on the Today Show, "I'm doing a movie in a couple of weeks called Underwater, and I play a mechanical engineer that's working on an oil rig that's on the bottom of the ocean floor. So for me, it's practical. I'm not going to be able to have touch-ups once I have the helmet on. I'm going to shave my head." She also added, "I've been wanting to do this for a long time, just for novel's sake, just because at some point in your life you want to be able to do that." Stewart's directorial debut, the short film Come Swim, was screened Saturday at Cannes. Tom Holland has signed on to portray treasure hunter Nathan Drake in Sony's long-in-development video game adaptation of Uncharted. Holland will be heading the project as a younger Nathan Drake, as the film is being reworked to explore of the early years of his career before the start of the popular PlayStation video game series, Deadline reported. Sony Pictures chief Tom Rothman is said to have come up with the idea after viewing the latest cut of Holland starring in Spider-Man: Homecoming. Uncharted is set to be directed by Sean Levy, will be inspired by a sequence in the third entry of the video game series Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception, in which the player discovers how the Globetrotter first met his mentor and fellow treasure hunter Victor Sully Sullivan. A complete script by Joe Carnahan will be scrapped as the studio searches for a new scriptwriter to tackle Nathan Drake's past. The video game series, which follows the adventures of Nathan Drake as he explores lost ruins and obtains ancient relics, much in the same vein as Indiana Jones, recently wrapped up its main character story in Uncharted 4: A Thief's End, which was released on the PlayStation 4 in May 2016. The series is known for its cinematic presentation that includes action-packed gameplay sequences filled with destructive car chases and close calls. Billy Bush says that his 16-year-old daughter Mary was hurt by the recorded conversation he had with President Donald Trump in 2005 that featured insensitive remarks about groping women. Bush said to Robin Roberts on Good Morning America Monday, his first televised interview since the tape was leaked in October, "There was a powerful moment. My now 16-year-old daughter called me, and she was in tears. Bush said she was really upset, and I said, 'Mary, it's going to be okay. You know, don't worry.' And she said, 'No. Why were you laughing at the things he was saying on that bus? Why were you playing along with it, Dad? It wasn't funny.' I said, 'Mary, I am sorry, and there is no good answer for that.'" Bush landed in hot water when NBC and was removed from the Today Show for his part in the audio recording, as the 45-year-old can be heard laughing at Trump's remarks about groping women because he's a star, and about how he tried to have an affair with a married woman. Bush said shortly after the tape was released, "Obviously I'm embarrassed and ashamed. It's no excuse, but this happened 11 years ago. I was younger, less mature, and acted foolishly in playing along. I'm very sorry." Trump would apologize for the vulgar remarks and stated during the second presidential debate that the conversation he had with Bush was locker room talk. In a new interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Bush described how it felt to be let go from the Today Show following the tape's release. He said, "I thought that we would work through it and we would address people. I put together an apology right away, the one you saw. I told people that I was ashamed and embarrassed, and I was. So in the beginning I thought, okay, we'll go and own up to this moment. Then I got home and it started to become apparent that I would not be returning to Today. It hurt a lot and I fell apart. But I had to put aside those feelings and get through legal things. I never had a legal team. I never had a publicist before," the former Access Hollywood host says. When asked how he felt about Trump becoming president while he was fired, Bush replied, "I will admit the irony is glaring. Trump has his process for his participation in the tape, and I have mine. I have to turn this into a positive." He added, "I've come out of this with a deeper understanding of how women can connect to the feeling of having to fight extra hard for an even playing field. The ground isn't even. Maybe it's improving, but still it isn't even. When a woman watches that tape, and this is what she really hits me, that may be asking themselves, is that what happens when I walk out of a room? When I walk out of a meeting, is that what they're saying about me? Are they sizing me up? I can't live with that. If a moment like that arose again, I would shut it down quickly. I am in the women-raising business exclusively. I have 3 daughters, Mary, Lily, and Josie, and I care very much about the world and the people they encounter." Sister Wives star Maddie Brown welcomed her first child, a baby boy, with husband Caleb Rush over the weekend. The 21-year-old reality star confirmed Sunday on Instagram that she gave birth to son Axel James on May 20th. She captioned a photo of the newborn, "Welcome to the world, Axel James Brush." Brown told People her son arrived after 72 hours of labor, including 12 hours of hard labor and 4 hours of pushing. She says, "We're feeling both excited and exhausted at the same time. We're looking forward to having a family. Now that he's here, we're excited to grow our family a little bit more and spread our love even more." Brown and Brush married in June 2016 and announced in November that they were expecting. The star told People at the time, "We're both really excited and anxious. I think every soon-to-be parent is anxious, but we have so much support from both sides of our family." Brown is the eldest daughter of Sister Wives star Cody and Janelle Brown, whom practice polygamy and have 5 other children. Cody shares 12 kids with his 3 other wives, Mary, Christine, and Robin Brown. Cody and Janelle told People the whole family is excited. In fact, the biggest trick will be giving Maddie her rest, because there's going to be this long line of parents and siblings that will continuously wanting to hold the baby. Rumor couple Kourtney Kardashian and Eunice Benjima cozied up in France over the weekend. The 30-year-old reality star got close to Benjima, a 23-year-old former boxer, Sunday, while in France for the 2017 Cannes International Film Festival. Kardashian was spotted in Benjima's arms as they enjoyed the view at the Hotel du Cap Eden Rock in Antibes. She later posted photos from a Cannes party with friends Simon Huck and Ali Rizzo. The star captioned a photo of herself with Huck, "We can do no wrong." Kardashian and Benjima were first linked in December and have been seen together several times since. The romance follows Kardashian's split from Scott Disick in 2015 after 9 years of dating. A source told E! News in May, "It's been casual, but they're really getting to know each other and having fun. Kourtney really likes him and will text him to meet up whenever she has time without the kids." Insider added Scott doesn't like Kourtney dating Eunice at all. Kourtney has tried to give Scott a heads up that he might be seeing photos, but Scott can't stand seeing her with someone else, especially Eunice. Kardashian shared 4-year-old daughter Penelope, 7-year-old son Mason, and 2-year-old son Rain with Disick. Disick was spotted on a dinner date with actress Bella Thorne last week after being linked to model Ella Rose. Jessica Simpson denied pregnancy rumors Monday on the Ellen DeGeneres show. The 36-year-old singer and designer shut down reports she's pregnant and expecting her third child with husband Eric Johnson. Simpson, who previously appeared during both of her pregnancies, told DeGeneres, "I'm not pregnant on your show. We got an IUD. Nothing's going to get in that uterus. I have 2 beautiful children, and I'm not having a third. They're too cute. You really can't top that." Simpson and Johnson, who married in 2014, share 5-year-old daughter Maxwell and 3-year-old son Ace. The designer confirmed she hired mermaid performers and their handlers for Maxwell's birthday party in May. She said of the women's restrictive silicone outfits, they had to be carried if they had to pee. They literally like in the pool the whole time with the kids, trying to teach them how to be mermaids. They had to be carried away to the bathroom. Simpson had shared a family photo and dedicated a sweet message to Maxwell on her birthday, May 1st. The star captioned the photo, "My baby Maxwell is 5 years old today. She makes everyone's life mermaid magical. Happy birthday to our fairy tale princess. Mommy, Daddy, and Ace love you with our holy hearts," as Max would say. Hashtag Mermax, hashtag Maxi Drew, hashtag You Can't Be 5 Forever. Reese Witherspoon shared on Instagram a visit she took to her old dorm room at Stanford University. The actress wrote on the photo sharing app Saturday, alongside a photo of herself smiling and posing alongside new tenant Caitlin. "Surprised, while revisiting Stanford, I popped by my old dorm room and met its newest tenant, Caitlin." Witherspoon continued, "She was so nice. She even welcomed me in. Hashtag love surprises. Hashtag Stanford." Witherspoon was visiting Stanford to speak at an event for the Stanford Graduate School of Business. She posted on Friday, "Thank you at Stanford Business for having me yesterday. It was an honor to share my experience and chat with all you bright minds. Keep studying hard and dream big." The 41-year-old shared on Instagram Friday alongside a photo of herself speaking on stage. Naomi Watts is doing okay in the wake of her split from Liev Schreiber. The 48-year-old British actress said in the June issue of Vogue Australia that she had good days and bad days since calling it quits with the 49-year-old American actor. Watts said, I'm single, I'm co-parenting, I'm doing okay," before sharing that she's been leaning on family and friends, including fellow actress Nicole Kidman. She added, "There are good days and bad days, and Liev and I are on good terms, and we're trying to do our absolute best for the sake of the children, and we hope to keep moving forward in that way." Watts and Schreiber, who most recently co-starred in The Bleeder, separated in September after 11 years together. The former couple shared 2 sons, 9-year-old Alexander, a.k.a. Sasha, and 8-year-old Samuel. Watts previously told the Daily Telegraph Australia, "I feel I'm in a good place in my life, and I want to make sure my kids are healthy, my kids are happy, and things are going to go well." She also added, "I feel whether you're famous or not, transitions are scary for anybody. I feel like change is always scary, but that's only because transition for anyone is new, and you wonder how things are going to go." Watts will appear in the Twin Peaks revival and star in the new Netflix series Gypsy. She's also slated for the movie The Book of Henry with Jacob Tremblay and The Glass Castle with Brie Larson. Model and television personality Chrissy Teigen skipped the 2017 Billboard Music Awards for Magic Mike Live. The 31-year-old lip sync battle host missed husband John Legend's performance at the award show Sunday in Las Vegas because she was seeing the Magic Mike-inspired show. And she tweeted of the experience, "And it was dope." Tegan shared videos on Snapchat of herself and a group of girlfriends heading to Magic Mike Live. She said earlier that she was spending time with family but would catch the Billboard Music Awards on TV. She wrote, "My sister and niece live in Vegas. I'm hanging out with them and not trying to force my back into a dress, but watch #BBMas." Legend and country duo Florida Georgia Line perform a mashup of their songs Surefire and Holy at the ceremony. Florida Georgia Line singer Taylor Hubbard praised Legend on the red carpet prior to the show. Hubbard said to E! News, "It's a little mashup that's big for us. He is one of our heroes and somebody we look up to." Tegan and Legend married in 2013 and welcomed daughter Luna in April 2016. The couple delighted fans this month on Lip Sync Battle by recreating the upside-down kiss from Spider-Man. Drake was named top artist at the Billboard Music Awards show in Las Vegas Sunday. The Canadian rapper also set new records for most Billboard Music Award wins within a year, 13. He took home the prizes for Top Male Artist, Top Rap Artist, Top Rap Tour, Top Rap Album for Views, Top Billboard 200 Artist, and Top Hot 100 Artists, among others. Drake said at the end of the evening, "I've got my whole family up here. Look at my dad looking all sharp, putting his arm around a man in a purple tuxedo and a white hat." He added, gesturing to Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj, "I've got the man that is responsible for me being here. I've got the love of my life up here too. I just want to say, hold tight Adele, because when the new album drops, yeah, you're getting the record back. But I want to say, someone wise once told me that life is like a toilet paper. You're either on a roll or you're taking shit." The rest of the statement was bleeped out by ABC censors. Beyoncé was also a big winner at the Billboard Music Awards. She won trophies for Top Female Artist, Top Touring Artist, Top R&B Artist, Top R&B Tour, and Top R&B Album for Lemonade. Zayn was declared Top New Artist, and 21 Pilots won for Billboard Chart Achievement Award presented by Xfinity, Top Duo Group, Top Radio Songs Artist, Top Rock Artist, and Top Rock Song for Heathens. Ludacris and Vanessa Hudgens hosted the event. Cher sang her hit songs Believe and If I Could Turn Back Time at Sunday's Billboard Music Awards ceremony in Las Vegas. When Stefani introduced the superstar, who appeared on stage wearing a long blonde wig and silver fringed garments over a nude body stocking, giving the illusion Cher was mostly naked. When she finished the song, a video tribute played on the screen of the T-Mobile Arena, noting how the singer and actress is a Grammy, Emmy, Oscar, and Golden Globe winner. Cher then returned to sing If I Could Turn Back Time, clad in a curly black wig, lace catsuit, and leather jacket similar to those she wore in the record's 1989 video. Stefani then presented the Billboard Icon Award to Cher. Cher said, "I wanted to do what I would do since I was 4 years old, and I've been doing this for 53 years. I'm 71 yesterday, yes, and I can do a 5-minute plank, okay? Just saying I want to thank my mom, because when I was really young, my mom said, you're not going to be the smartest, you're not going to be the prettiest, you're not going to be the most talented, but you are going to be special." And then, when I met my late ex-husband, Sonny Bono, he said the same thing. And there was really nothing about me that led anyone to believe that I was going to be anything special. So I've had so much help with my success. I think it was mostly luck with a little something else thrown in. Canadian music superstar Celine Dion sang her soaring ballad My Heart Will Go On in honor of the 20th anniversary of the film Titanic at Sunday's Billboard Music Awards. The crowd gave Dion a standing ovation after she performed the song, with clips of the Leonardo DiCaprio-Kate Winslet romance playing on screen around her. She wore a white gown with enormous ruffled sleeves and a plunging neckline. Ludacris said, wow, 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 it's going to be hard to top that moment. That was a moment right now. Literally make some noise for Celine Dion. Hutchins said, I can't, I'm crying. I love you, Celine. Soundgarden and Audioslave frontman Chris Cornell was remembered Sunday with the moment of silence during the 2017 Billboard Music Awards. Tribute led by Dan Reynolds of Imagine Dragons comes after Cornell died Wednesday after committing suicide at the age of 52. Reynolds said on stage, although tonight is a night to celebrate the music and artists of the past year, it's also time to recall a member of our community we lost this past week. Soundgarden and Audioslave's Chris Cornell was a true innovator, a musical architect, and a pioneer on the cutting edge of the Seattle grunge movement. He continued by saying he was a prolific songwriter, a legendary performer, a singer who had a voice for the ages, and a philanthropist whose Chris and Vicky Cornell Foundation helped so many children around the world. Even though Chris is gone, his legacy endures. We send our respects as well as our love to Chris's family at this time. Pictures of Cornell then were displayed on stage during the moment of silence. Cornell was found dead inside his Detroit hotel room after Soundgarden had performed a sold-out concert. The Wayne County Medical Examiner's Office said in a statement that the cause of death had been determined as suicide by hanging. A full autopsy report has not yet been completed. He is survived by his wife Vicky and 3 children. Liam Hemsworth joined fiancée Miley Cyrus backstage following her 2017 Billboard Music Award performance Sunday. The 27-year-old Australian actor was spotted with Cyrus after the 24-year-old American singer delivered an emotional rendition of her song Malibu at the award show in Vegas. Cyrus, who was introduced by dad Billy Ray Cyrus and sister Noah Cyrus, broke down in tears towards the end of her performance. She previously told Billboard that Hemsworth inspired Malibu and influenced her new album. The star said in May, "They're going to talk about me if I come out of a restaurant with Liam, so why not put the power back in my relationship and say, this is how I feel." Cyrus and Hemsworth reconciled in January 2016 after ending their engagement in 2013. The singer explained in the interview, "I needed to change so much, and changing with someone else not changing like that is too hard. Suddenly you're like, I don't recognize you anymore. We had to refall for each other." And finally, Nicki Minaj has shared on Instagram how she helped a struggling village in India improve through money she has donated over the years. The rapper wrote on the photo sharing app Sunday, alongside a video of residents of the village using one of the wells, "This is kind of the thing that makes me feel the most proud. The money I've sent to this village in India for the last couple of years via my pastor Lydia Soli has gotten them a computer center, a tailoring institute, a reading program, and 2 water wells." She continued by saying, "We complain about the most ridiculous little things when some people don't even have clean water. Blessing to India." She also added, "Our work is far from done. I'll tell you guys more about my charity work in the near future in case you'd like to be part of it." Minaj also shared 2 photos of several Indian women praying in a place of worship. She says, "I'm so proud of our sisters in India. God is so good. Their desire was to have water wells and places where they can worship, places where they can learn technology, computers, reading, etc. We're just getting started. These women are us and we are them," she wrote. Recently, Minaj donated money to college students struggling to pay off their loan. The 34-year-old plans to set up a new charity to help students with that issue. And as your entertainment report for Tuesday, May 23rd, 2017, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Instagram, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.